All right, so I'm with my. Oh my goodness. I'm with my friend Kyran Romero, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Kyran Romero
sir.
today. Um, can you please just introduce yourself, where you're
Yeah.
from, where you went to school, what you're doing now?
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Kyran. I'm from Jemez Pueblo, New Mexico. Me and Fabian go way back. We've known each other since
14.
14. Yeah. We used to do a summer program together. And I just graduated from Stanford University, first gen. That's right.
There we go.
And now I'm doing research here at Harvard.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, yeah, we're here at Harvard Square today filming this. Yeah, today in this video, we're going to be talking about like chasing your dreams and overcoming any obstacles that come in the way of you pursuing that.
Way too paid. The food that we eating is of course gourmet. I used to sip burritos every goddamn day. Now I'm in a Swiss out sipping champagne. Ice in my veins getting top in the range. No, this not a hotel, this is chalet. I'm picky up cause I paid a lot for this frame. Studio time, pay with Buffalo Exchange. Basically I'm saying I came a really long way. Y'all niggas better watch your mouth, that pillow talk is out, we don't respect it. Basking my blessings so I'm never really jealous. Y'all ain't knocking down doors.
I like to emphasize like hometown, I guess, pride a lot on this channel. I just wanted to ask you, like, what is one thing you find really inspiring from home, whether it be like something local or just something about family?
That's a good question. I feel like for me, it's a lot about like family and perseverance. Those are things that I think are really inspiring to me, and I think that things I didn't know were pretty like not common outside of my home. You know, a lot of issues that plague our community, and like that's not to bash on it. My home is like really beautiful, but like there are all those problems, and I think that's something that's really nice about home is that despite all that, like keep trying, we still keep going, and we're trying to make every day count and enjoy life. And my family's been a big like representation of that.
You talked about perseverance and how you got a lot of that from your family growing up. How much of that fed into like you dreaming big about somewhere like Stanford?
Having my family's support, having people that believe in you, it's important. It's crucial, to know that you can achieve anything, really. My dad was a big proponent of me, like, trying to become educated and at least in the Western sense, and, seeing what's out there, seeing the world. He got to see the world through, like, the Air Force, and he was in the military for quite some time. And that's how he got his exposure to, like, what's outside the reservation, giving me the support and love and guidance to really know that I can get through things. Nothing, as long as you set your mind to it, everything's achievable. And I think that that was really important because there aren't many people like from where I'm from or any really Native American reservations that go to Stanford or go to higher, even just go to college. It shows a lack of resources and opportunity, and those people that want to push you to achieve these things.
I hope that whenever you are able to go back home, you're able to like inspire the younger generations and the kids that see you, and like they themselves know that it's possible. Because in these type of spaces in higher education, people who are underrepresented like us, we're not supposed to be there. Like those spaces weren't designed for us to occupy them. What is some like advice that maybe you offer back home, or you would offer anybody watching this video?
Yeah, if anyone's watching this video and you're kind of like wondering if you should be able to be doing certain things, or if you don't think you can, like, I'm here to tell you, like, you can, like, pursue your dreams, do what you want to do, because a lot of stuff going on in our lives and a lot of challenges that we face, but find those people that want to do the things that you want to do, search for them, ask around, be curious. You can't do it alone. I definitely needed everyone in my family and my community to show me love and support.
I was just making sure it wasn't too loud. That's why I was like, wait, hold up.
I'm just like yelling. Have you seen that Breaking Bad edit where it's like, not my house? I'm talking about? No. Oh,
You show me later.
it's just hella loud.
Me and you were part of MS Squared, which is like a math and science program for minority students specifically that prepares them for like college rigor. How important do you think it is for like high schoolers or just the younger generation to pursue those type of programs and to not only have it like prepare them professionally for college situations and the classroom, but also like just having that social support from us? I know that helped a lot during my years.
MS Squared was like one of the first times I'd ever met like other kinds of natives, really, like other natives that weren't just from my reservation, and meeting other people that just weren't native. Like, I think in general, like, that alone was like a huge culture shock to me. A lot of minority communities, we have so many bright minds, so many people who are capable, we just don't have the resources. That's all. Like we're just, and it's not our fault. It's a lot of historical implications, a lot of things, inner workings that made it that way.
Right.
To be able to have the same access as some other people, I think that's what these programs are doing. You know, it's giving us the same level or quality of education that people get just normally through
Yeah.
their academic year, but we're getting it through like supplementary programs. And it's important. It's really important to show just like, one, that you're capable of doing such hard things. Like I didn't know I could take calculus, and it was hard. I did it, still failed. Like just getting that exposure and making it seem like, oh, this is actually attainable. And it gave me so much info about college that I don't think I would have had if I just stayed home.
Sometimes I get like sort of guilt for knowing that I left that area that didn't have good education. For example, a lot of my friends were in high schools where they had a substitute teacher like every week, a different teacher. And when you're just getting worksheets and stuff, that's not going to inspire you to like deepen your education or like to care about any of the subjects. And I talked about this in my last video, but it makes me feel like guilty sometimes just leaving behind that area. And so I just wanted to ask you, how did you feel like leaving behind an area you knew that maybe was deficient in educational resources?
I resonate with that because I feel like I felt a bit guilty too when I left. It felt almost like I was like abandoning my people, you know? Like I
Right.
had a kind of weird mindset growing up. You know, I learned the outside world didn't really have the same issues as my home. And I was like, oh, maybe I could just run away and like escape it, you know? And like that seemed like the easier solution to not have to face such hard things. Well, one, I realized the outside world, or outside the reservation, there's still a bunch of problems. There's problems anywhere where you
Yeah.
go. They just change, or they're just different kinds, but there's no place is like perfect. And so that was like the first thing I realized. And two, like also in conjunction with that, is like I love my family. I love my people. They got me here. And like growing up, we're taught, whatever you learn, you want to take that stuff and come home and, enrich your community and enrich the people that allowed you to become that person in the first place. A big epiphany I had was like realizing like I'm not on my own gonna like save my village. Like that's a big thing. And I think that's what made me feel really guilty or like pressured to do really well out here. Cause I was like, if I don't learn every single thing and learn how to solve this huge problem in my community, like I failed.
And I think it can be selfish for us to have that mindset as well because it takes a village. It can't just be us having like a savior complex. It's always going to take all the community to help the community.
I feel like it's not like a savior complex. It comes out of like a scarcity in like a lot of Native communities because there's not many of us,
Yeah.
And so it's like the few of us that do get to go out and pursue education, like you got to make sure you're doing something like worthwhile or
Yeah.
like at least you want to be, or because it's like, well, why'd you leave? Like why are you out here? Well, if I'm the only one out here doing this, I got to make sure I solve the issue, But it's like it doesn't work like that anywhere. Einstein or stuff like that, like they still had people around them that supported them and helped them solve these huge problems and whatever it is that they were achieving.
For sure.
You alone can't like change things. And so like recognizing like those little things that you do like actually matter and help out, like inspiring my niece to pursue more education. That's something that sparks a change in her life, that potentially sparks a change for her family's dynamic, and that has a bigger ripple effect and a more tangible, real effect, trying to change every single person in Hamis's like thoughts on education. You can try. Doing things within my means and what I can control was like the best way for me to help make change and to give back.
For sure.
Is the sun in your way? Does it sound good, or-
It's beaming, but it's okay.
Okay.
The Texas boy.
That's
I just can't be in here too long. Then I'm gonna be sunburned. But yeah, I definitely look at it that way, inspiring like kids, especially coming out of East Fort Worth. After I came back home the summer before my senior year, I was thinking a lot about just like all the kids we met in our program, just so many talented, bright minds coming from low-income areas, places that like don't have a lot of educational resources to support a growing youth, that needs to challenge in order to feel prepared for college. And so ever since then, I really just wanted to teach. I would say teach after retirement. I come back like this summer, and I'm really excited to like see these kids and see where they're going, and like I see the dreams that they have, and I just hope they never like lose that light. What would you tell your like MS squared self back then?
I agree with you. Like, I feel like one thing that like hit a lot with me too, or resonated a lot with me, was like also wanting to especially show like a lot of like Native kids back home that like it is possible, because so many of us don't even consider it. We don't even think about this stuff. After MS squared that I did was like, I was like, wow, this opened my eyes up a lot to things I didn't even know I needed to be thinking about. I would go home and like be like, yeah, you guys should apply to this program. It's really cool. I tried to get my niece to apply. My sister was like really wanted her to stay home and stuff. So we found a new way to make it work and still get her exposed to other stuff. I just want to say, like, I resonated a lot with like wanting to inspire others and show them like education can open many doors. And that's what my dad always told me. And as for like what I would tell myself back in the day, to not be so cynical. I don't know, like, because we come from a lot of places where I don't know if it has to do with a lot with like younger boys growing up and stuff like that, them getting like all existential and being like nothing matters, and like, but like understanding that like it's okay to care, your family, your community, the things that you want to do. And it's not like I didn't care about it back then, but like it's okay to like show it and have all that really just like guide your actions. A way that I think I would have wished I gone about it better was maybe like centering that stuff, you know, like not being so distant or so eager to completely jump into this new stuff, because it caused a lot of issues. I remember you talked about in one of your other videos, like you're not good enough for this one place, but you're also not good enough for this one place. Like you're not good enough in America, but also not good enough in another place that you're trying to be in, and like semi-identity crisis of like not knowing who I was or where I belonged, and staying true to my home and caring about that. Like that's what I wish I had done better. I'd tell myself to still be curious, still be eager, but like really remember home.
I want to offer advice to the audience who feel the opposite way, who like they care so much about home that they kind of are willing to sacrifice their dreams for it. You know, I would just encourage them to just go out there and to do it for them. A lot of your family sacrificed everything that they had. They worked so hard to put you in these positions. It can be really hard to get away from home if there's any problems at home, but at the same time, you know, they want you to get away. They want better for you. I would encourage anybody who's kind of struggling with this mindset of, you know, I don't want to leave home, also to not be too scared of leaving it.
I was gonna say that's a great point, and I feel like for those of you on that side too, some families don't want you to leave home. They don't want better for you, which is weird. You know, it's weird to realize a lot of that has to do with like our own past traumas, and like we're all human. You know, no one's perfect, and so families might be envious of you having opportunities. It can restrict you from wanting to go out, and you stay home because it's easier and more comfortable. But you know, in that case, I'm with Fabian. Like I really feel like there's a fine balance that you got to find between, you know, caring for the people that care for you and your family and stuff like that, but also doing stuff for you because it's your life. You know, so you got to make sure like you're doing things that you enjoy, and sometimes that might mean, you know, disappointing a family member that maybe doesn't want you to do something hopefully good. You know, like you're not going out and achieving a bunch of bad stuff, but like if there's something that you're wanting to pursue, education that you see that maybe some people are trying to hold you back from, or it seems like you shouldn't do that, try it. And don't be discouraged if it doesn't go the way you want it to. It's really weird how life works out, because I had initially applied to Harvard and I didn't get in. I got waitlisted, and I was just like bummed out, and I got rejected from like other schools that I really wanted to go to. But I was fortunate to go to Stanford, and I feel like I was happy to go there because it taught me so much, and I didn't know I needed that path. And you never know how life works out, because ultimately I ended up like I still got the chance to come here, and now I get to do research. You can't control it all. Like it's if you try to, you're gonna go crazy. And so sometimes like putting a little faith in the sense that like things will work out, like it helps calm me down a little and helps keep me sane to like want to pursue things even if I don't know exactly how they might pan out, you know?
Sure. And I think just to like recap on all the things we said, because a lot of good points, good views were shared in this video, but I think for one, you kind of got to recognize that, you know, your families, some of you may have families who have sacrificed a lot, and it's okay for you to like go out and venture beyond to pursue your dreams. It's okay to have dreams where people who look like you have never done these type of things. You know, you, at the end of the day, that like there always needs to be someone who does these type of things. There needs to be a trailblazer. And so I would encourage somebody to just not be scared of that. Like Kyran was just saying right now, don't be scared of the fear of failure and like things not working out. You really just have to try it out. And you never know where you could have gone if you would have started like so many months ago, so many years ago. You don't want to be looking back at it and be like, where would I be now if I had started then? So just dream big, put in the work, see what the results are. But other than that, that's really all I had for this video. I hope you enjoyed us yapping and sharing a lot of different ideas, cool ideas, unique perspectives. And I really appreciate you for coming out and talking to me.
Yeah, thank you, Fabian. Thanks for having me on the channel. Excited to be a guest.
First guest speaker.
First guest speaker. That's crazy. No, yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy about that. Thank you again.
Alrighty, bro. That's
Yes,
a wrap.
sir.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like,
subscribe, comment,
comment some of your ideas.
questions. He's got a lot of info.
But yeah, I appreciate you. Catch you in the next video. Yeah, peace out.